If you cried today, stay here, because what I'm about to say was made exactly for you. Some days the pain just shows up out of nowhere. You wake up and already feel that weight on your chest. Sometimes you can't even explain why the tears come. They just do. And there you are, alone, thinking nobody understands what you're feeling. But I need to tell you something. You are not alone. And those tears you cried today, they are not a sign of weakness. They are a sign that you still feel, that you are still here, and that already means a lot. Life has a cruel way of catching us off guard. Sometimes it's bad news. Sometimes it's being let down by someone you loved. Sometimes it's just the weight of hard days that finally spills over. And in the middle of all of that, it feels like God is far away. It feels like your prayers hit the ceiling and come right back down. You pray and nothing changes. And then you start asking yourself, is it even worth it to keep going? I've felt that, and I'm willing to bet you have too. But I want to show you something today. Something most people can't see when they're at the bottom. Because when you're crying, your vision gets blurry and you start seeing everything wrong. You think you've been abandoned. But the truth is completely different. There's a line in the book of Psalms that changed the way I see tears. Psalm 56 verse 8 says this, "You have kept count of my tossings. Put my tears in your bottle." That's God speaking. And that means every tear you cried today, God saw it. Every single one. He didn't ignore it. He didn't look away. He kept it. Think about that for a second. The God who created the entire universe, who formed the stars, who designed every detail of nature. That same God stopped to look at you, to keep your tears. That's not abandonment. That's the opposite of abandonment. But I understand that when the pain is big, it's hard to feel that. It's hard to believe, because we want an answer right now. We want the situation to change right now. We want to stop hurting right now. And when that doesn't happen, we start to doubt. And you know what's interesting? Every great person in the Bible went through this. David cried so much he soaked his bed with tears. He wrote that himself. Jeremiah was so broken he asked to die. Elijah, after one of the greatest miracles in history, went and hid under a tree because he couldn't take it anymore. And these were men of faith, men chosen by God. So if you're crying today, you're in good company. But what separated these men from everyone else? What made them keep going even when they were at the bottom? It was one thing. They kept talking to God even when they didn't understand, even when it hurt. They kept praying. And that's exactly what I want you to do right now. Prayer is not a magic formula. It's not a complicated ritual. Prayer is a conversation. It's you showing up exactly as you are, with puffy eyes, a broken heart, a shaking voice, and saying, God, I'm here. I don't know what to do anymore. But I'm here. That's already enough. Some people think they need to be okay before they pray. That they need to have everything figured out, to feel strong, to have big faith. But God never asked for that. He said, "Come to me, all of you who are tired and carrying heavy loads, and I will give you rest." All of you. Not the ones who are doing well. Not the ones who have it all together. All of you. Including you, today, exactly as you are. And there's one more thing I need to tell you. Your tears today are planting something. I know that sounds like the opposite of what it feels like right now. It feels like you're losing. It feels like you're sinking. But Psalm 126 says, "Those who plant in tears will harvest with shouts of joy." That's not an empty promise. It's a spiritual law. What you're going through right now has a purpose. Your pain is working for you, even if you can't see it yet. Think about a seed. When you plant a seed, it goes underground. It sits in the dark. It sits in the mud, and it looks like nothing is happening. But down there, in the dark, it's growing. It's putting down roots, and when the right time comes, it breaks through the ground and comes up, stronger than it was before. That's what's happening with you right now. You're in the mud. You're in the dark. But you are growing, even if you don't realize it. Now, I want to pray with you. You don't have to close your eyes if you don't want to. You don't have to be anywhere special. Just stay here with me for a moment. And if you want, repeat these words in your heart. God, I'm here. I cried today. I'm tired. My heart feels heavy. Sometimes I don't know if you're listening. Sometimes I doubt. But today I choose to trust you anyway. I give you what I can't carry. I give you what hurts me, what scares me, what I don't understand. I know you keep my tears. I know you haven't abandoned me. And I ask that you come into this place where I am right now, into this pain, into this tiredness, and give me the peace that only you can give. Not the peace the world gives, the peace that goes beyond understanding, the peace that makes sense even when the situation doesn't change. Renew my strength, open my eyes to see your presence, and remind me, every time I feel like I'm alone, that you are here, that you've always been here. Amen. If you prayed that prayer, something happened just now. You may not feel it yet. The situation may still be the same, but the seed was planted, and God is faithful. He keeps His promises. I want to leave you with this. Your tears today are not a sign that you lost. They are a sign that you are still fighting, that you still believe in something bigger. And the fact that you're here, all the way to the end of this video, tells me everything about who you are. You are not a weak person. You are a person going through something hard who chose not to give up. That has value. That has weight. God sees that in you. So cry if you need to, but cry in God's presence, because that's where tears turn into strength. That's where pain turns into purpose. That's where the end of a hard night becomes the beginning of a different day. You're going to get through this, not because it's going to be easy, but because you are not walking alone. If this video touched your heart, subscribe to the channel, because there are a lot more prayers just like this one waiting for you here.